Good morning, everyone. Today on TMA, we will be talking March Madness, roommates, and even about a nice rap battle, so stick with us. Everybody, I'm Carrie Anaka.
I'm Kelly Novak, and we are your hosts this morning for the morning after. How are you this morning, Kara?
I'm making it through.
You're making it through.
I'm making it through the day.
Her throat's a little scratchy, I hear.
I'm a little bit sick.
But she's got her blanket scarf on, so she's all set.
I really had to this morning because
it's cold, snowing.
You know what? It's keeping me safe.
Yeah.
In here.
Happy April with the snow, everybody. So to get started with TMA this morning, on Friday, WQAQ hosted its rap battle, which apparently started last fall, and they've had it like every semester, so I guess it's biannual. I have no idea.
Biannual rap battle.
We're having this fight at the rap battle, like what is it called? Is it biannual?
It's true.
But anyway, it was so entertaining. My stomach hurt from laughing. I was there for an hour and a half, and it didn't end apparently for another hour after that. It was a very long rap battle, but it was hilarious, I have to say. They're not good at all. Like, you know, I mean, some of them are. Like, there's this one guy who's apparently been an MC for 14 years. How old are you? When did you start rapping?
What did he start when he was 7?
Same, I did too.
Oh, me? I've been an MC for like 87 years.
So he was good, and then there was another guy that literally I was digging his style so much. He had it. First of all, it was 60 degrees out on Friday.
Yeah, it was chilly this weekend.
He had on an infinity scarf, some nice like skinny corduroy pants with some nice wool socks and some loafers. I was digging his style a lot.
Yep.
And it was funny because everyone was making fun of him in the crowd, like busting his chops about his outfit. And then he actually rapped, and he wasn't that bad.
Oh.
And then someone in the crowd is like, I didn't like you initially, but now you're really good. I was like, that's such a Quinnipiac thing to say.
Initially, you were not I was not a fan, but now I am.
He even said initially in his chant to the person, I don't know. But it was just so funny.
It really proves. That's a rap battle in Connecticut.
Yeah, because
initially.
It's as you know, rap battle-y as it's going to get here. But you said you went last year.
Yeah, I went to it last year. I went last spring, and it was basically the same as you said. It's just hilarious. I was dying the whole time.
Yeah, and it's right in Complex Courtyard, so everyone's like looking out in their windows and like
super
screaming.
Cool.
It's definitely a fun vibe,
Yeah.
so if you've ever been to one, you should absolutely go.
Definitely check it out if you haven't.
This is probably the last one that I'll make it to, but it was really funny. There are a lot of beach balls there, too. They give away beach balls, frisbees, sunglasses.
Honestly, I didn't go with all the free stuff.
No, honestly, I was joking. I'm like, so there was like a beach ball event held in the Complex Courtyard with some rapping behind it. There were so many beach balls. I'm like, why is this a thing
Were
right
people
now?
like hitting them back and forth? Like, was beach volleyball starting
up?
They
were at first, and then they all deflated kind of at the same time, and people were just kicking them at each other, and then like,
That's
okay,
hilarious.
they all were gone after 20 minutes of the event. But it was fantastic. It was hilarious.
Yeah. You know what I was surprised at when I went is how many people actually got up and attempted to rap.
It was actually a fight this year. It was
Really?
funny. He would be like, this person and this person, and then no one would answer, and he'd be like, all right, let's just move on. So, but yeah, you're right. There was a lot of people. It was just too entertaining. People wore crazy outfits, and I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, everybody should go.
Every year, go.
Anyways, let's toss it over to Cam with entertainment.
Thanks, guys. I'm Cam Kingdon, and I have some entertainment news for you. Harrison Ford has put the battered jacket he wore as Han Solo in the latest Star Wars film, The Force Awakens, up for auction to raise money to aid epilepsy research. The condition has a very personal connection to the actor. Ford told reporters earlier in March that his daughter, Georgia, had suffered seizures since she was a child and that the doctors at the Langone Medical Center had finally diagnosed epilepsy as the cause 8 years ago. Bidding for the leather jacket stood at $34,000 on Wednesday. The online auction will continue until April 11th at the website ifonly.com/Han Solo. In other celebrity news, Hugh Jackman was put in a real-life superhero situation during his stay at Bondi Beach. The Australian actor sprang to action when surf conditions changed suddenly and caught several swimmers off guard. In a video capturing the incident, Jackman is seen assisting a man and his daughter by leveraging them onto a nearby sandbar. Jackman was able to rescue the swimmers and guide them away from the danger without anybody being hurt. Thankfully, no one was injured. Guns N' Roses stars Axl Rose, Slash, and Dove McKagan performed together on stage for the first time since 1993 the other night. The U.S. rock band, one of the biggest groups of the late 1980s and the early 1990s, played an intimate concert at the Troubadour in Los Angeles on Friday, which was reportedly formalized just a day earlier. The band had also announced the dates of their Not in This Lifetime tour. They will play 20 North American stadium gigs, beginning in Detroit on June 23rd and ending in San Diego on August 22nd. And most importantly, Justin Bieber now has dreadlocks. Back to you guys on the piazza.
Thank you so much, Cam. Very informative as always.
Yes, definitely.
So, speaking of entertainment, Kelly, I'm sure you know about the new Suicide Squad movie.
I've heard about it, yeah.
Yep. Apparently, it just came out that they're doing expensive reshoots.
Really? And why is that?
Well, the thing is, reshoots are always happening with movies. It's not uncommon at all. But
Okay.
how much money they're spending on these reshoots is very uncommon.
Oh, really?
So, this is my theory, and I'll just walk you through it.
Okay.
So, Batman v Superman just came out, and it was terrible.
I've heard that. I heard it
Apparently.
was not living up to any expectations.
No, I'm not spending money on it. I
Got
refuse
it.
to. I don't like Zack Schneider. I don't trust him. I'm not going to see it. But I'll see it. I'm going to go. I'm going to pay
Eventually.
like matinee prices. Let's not get wild. I'll go on like $5 Tuesdays or whatever. But, so apparently that was so bad. I'm thinking they might be trying to revamp Suicide Squad to make it almost more like a Marvel movie. Because
Right.
Marvel has a lot of more comedy in it.
That's what I had seen in
Yeah.
this one article about it. Yeah, you said Marvel is more comedic, like
Yeah.
Deadpool that just came out was a huge
Made a
hit.
huge
So
amount
now
of money.
Suicide Squad, it was what, DC,
Yeah.
side of it.
Which
They're
is usually
not
brooding and
yeah,
miserable.
not funny at all.
No.
Like I honestly, Suicide Squad, when I see the trailers and stuff, I feel like I had a conception about it. Like this is not gonna, is this supposed to be funny? Like what is this really?
Right.
I don't get it. So I guess, yeah, they want to add the comedy because
Yeah.
that's what audiences are liking now.
That's what I'm thinking they're going for. I'm thinking they're maybe trying to remold it. The other thing is DC is trying to kind of set up its cinematic universe to rival Marvel's.
Right.
So a lot of things that people had issues with in Batman v Superman was that they were trying to do too many things with it.
Okay,
Because they
yeah.
had to set up the universe, have a fight, shoehorn Wonder Woman in.
We ask
You know.
too much of superhero movies nowadays. Like you used to
We
watch
do.
superhero movie and it's like, all right, they fight crime. That's kind of the point, right? But now it's like, no,
Right.
they have to be sarcastic and funny and have a love interest and like be a perfect boyfriend, girlfriend, superhero.
And set up an entire
yeah,
new
because there's
universe
such a huge
of movies.
backstory and a huge following of these comics. Like, my dad is a huge comic book fan, but for the newer audiences, you have to set this up for them. And if they're not going to like pick up a comic book,
Exactly.
because when have you ever done that recently? I don't know. It's like a lot. So that's
Yeah.
I first of all didn't know that they reshoot movies all the time. I thought it was kind of like because you do like 10 million takes per
Yeah.
thing. So I thought maybe you had enough the first time around.
No, what happens is when you get into editing, you might be like, oh, I like this, but it could be better. Like, let's just reshoot it. We'll just throw more money at the
Resident
problem.
film major over here,
Just-
so it'll be interesting
I know
then to
so
see
much.
if they start, if it is
Yeah.
going to be comedic this time around.
It'll be really interesting to see that.
Yeah. So the championship game for the Final Four is tonight. Quinnipiac's men's ice hockey team is heading to the Frozen Four, and we have Shannon McCarrison here to quiz Kara and I about these two games that Kara and I really know nothing about. How are you doing?
We're gonna
this morning?
We're
Test our
experts. Thank
knowledge.
you for having me.
We are experts.
Oh, Shanna,
Let's-
how I am an expert of the
So-
sports.
I thought you
Pumped.
invented the bracket system now.
Hashtag sports.
Oh,
with
was
a
that
Z.
me? Maybe. I don't know.
All right, so we're just gonna start. I'm not letting you see these questions
All right,
ahead of
I
time.
won't.
They
All
have
right.
not
Stop
heard these
cheating,
questions.
please.
Yes.
No idea what you're
So
about to
just
ask.
initially, who do you think will win the NCAA tournament, men's?
Villanova.
Oh, you know who's playing? Who are they
Yes.
playing against?
Villanova is playing against UNC.
Exactly, that's true. Did you do your research?
Well, my one friend went to Villanova, so she actually went to Houston for the Final Four. Shout out Meredith. So she's, good for her. But that's why I know, and I'm kind of excited. I hope they win.
Kara?
The Boston Red Sox.
Okay, yes, that is.
You know what? I'll rival Kelly and go UNC.
Oh yeah, we'll see
All right.
who wins
But-
later.
The
And I
follow-up
only know that
segment.
because she just said it right now.
So you did not do your research. You
I
did
have
not
no
have a friend
idea
that goes
who
to
is
UNC.
For someone who doesn't watch a lot of sports, I kind of have good gut things. Like, say
Okay.
someone will be watching something, I'm like, that team's gonna win. And
Have
they
you ever
usually
seen
do.
the puppies that they put out bowls of like a UNC bowl and like a Villanova bowl, and whatever the puppy goes to, that's who's supposed to
Yeah, that's like me.
predict it. That's
Yeah.
you. Okay.
I'm like the
perfect.
puppy.
From now on, you're just gonna predict every sports game.
Yeah, hit me up
All
before
right,
every
so
sports game.
you guys break down how the bracket system works for the tournament.
Okay.
there's a bracket.
It's a
and-
lot of lines.
Yeah, and
A
then
lot of lines.
you put the teams in, and
Well,
then if
it's-
your
well, 'cause it's
bracket is
like-
right, you win.
Well, it's like two teams.
Essentially.
It's like two teams, and then when one of them wins, you keep going in
Or
the.
more importantly, when one of them loses, you cross them right out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you keep
They're
narrowing
done.
it down.
Over.
Until you get to the one in the middle there.
Yeah, brackets.
Or if you go this way, it's set up. It works.
It works. Did you
Karen
guys do
and
a bracket?
Yeah, clearly we did
And
brackets.
yours
Oh,
is
yeah.
100%, right? You're the only person in the world that had 100% bracket?
Mine's spot
You guys are
on.
so
Always.
impressive. You continue
Puppies,
to
come
impress
on.
me. Okay, so how many teams played in the first NCAA tournament?
20.
Ever. Lower.
Ever? What, 1900?
12.
8.
I was gonna say
Close.
18. Wait, what?
Okay,
was the
so-
I was
first
gonna guess
ever?
like 100.
So now we're going to women's March Madness.
That's
Okay.
funny. That's funny.
Okay, who's playing in the NCAA Final Four for the women?
Syracuse.
Come on, you have to know. Yes?
Oh.
Yes?
Yes,
one.
that
Was
was
that
the
just a shot in the dark?
Yes, I mean.
Well, Syracuse is playing. But come on, the most popular team?
UConn.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're in Connecticut,
Oh,
guys.
I
Girls
heard
are
someone
good
talk
at
about it
that.
yesterday.
Oh, come on.
So who do you think's gonna win? I feel like you're gonna take UConn because you just got them.
'cause I said that,
And do you have
and
to
I
take
was proud of it.
Syracuse?
I'm gonna take Syracuse just to like counter her.
It's gonna be UConn. All right.
Probably.
Finally, to wrap it up,
Okay.
Frozen Four. Now Quinnipiac's in it.
Yeah.
I'm going. Do you know where
Yep.
it is and who we're playing?
Tampa.
Tampa.
We're playing BC.
Boston College.
There you go.
I know hockey. It's very exciting.
I still don't know as much, but I know that much. There we go.
All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. I guess now you guys are actually experts.
I would say
On
yes.
terms.
Yes,
and I
absolutely.
feel like an expert at
That
point.
few-minute briefing absolutely made me an expert.
Excellent.
Shanna.
Excellent.
Well, we're gonna revel here in our expertum while you guys get to watch some lovely commercials.
Yay.
This week's trending topic is #that. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
Oh,
that-
well,
that-
7 of me then.
Welcome back. So Kara and I are now joined by the co-chair of the big event, Chris Gardner.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you
Welcome.
for getting up this morning and joining us.
I know it's early.
I know.
So early. It's too early. So for some of us, some of the freshmen out there, or anyone who maybe doesn't know, what is the big event?
Yeah, so the big event started 34 years ago at Texas A&M University. It's actually our 7th year here at Quinnipiac. But basically the big event is the largest one-day student-led service project in the nation where students from different colleges go out into their community and give back.
That's great. So how many students do you think are going out today or on Saturday to do this?
This year we have 233 teams with a little over 1,800 volunteers, which is our biggest yet. So
Yeah, that's a
awesome.
lot of people.
Yeah, very
know.
excited.
What are some of the sites that you send students out
Well,
to?
it's the greater New Haven area, so we have some like even the Sleeping Giant. We go to the Columbus House, which is in New Haven. Our largest site is Camp Cedar Crest, which is in Orange, Connecticut. So yeah, I mean, there's over 100 sites. So,
That's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, and so how do you go about placing? Is it just random?
I mean, it depends on the team sizes, and a lot of teams, they go together, stuff like sorority, Greek life. But for the most part, it's just random. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking earlier, and because it's on the same weekend as the Frozen Four game in Tampa,
Right.
has that affected the big event at all?
Yeah, there's a few teams that have like told us that they can no longer go. But I think either way, whether you're here doing the big event or you're in Tampa, you're being a good Bobcat,
Yeah,
supporting.
exactly.
True.
Good for Quinnipiac.
Very
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how did you become the co-chair of it? So
Well, in high school, my high school had a very similar program to the big event. We went out into our hometown and did community service. So when I came to QU, I knew that that's something I wanted to continue. So yeah,
oh, excellent. So then,
Yeah,
how many years did you do it before you became co-chair?
this is my second year.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm going
Yeah.
out on Saturday, going
Yeah.
to plant some flowers apparently in New
Nice.
Haven, so I'm excited.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's my first time, so I'm very excited. Have you ever done the big event before?
I haven't, because I'm a terrible Bobcat.
Clearly,
You
Kara,
guys
come
not
on, get it
notice I
together.
don't like to wake up. No, I really should.
Yeah, it is early that morning.
I really
but-
should.
Well, I'm excited to see how it goes this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, thank you so much
Yeah.
for joining
Well, thanks
us.
for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank
And
you.
everyone should join the big event.
Absolutely.
I
This
will.
Saturday.
Yeah, if you
April
haven't
9th.
done it, definitely get
If I'm
going
gonna do
on
it, everybody should.
Yeah, seriously, Kara, no, I'm just kidding. So, how well do you guys know your roommates? Cameron and Joe went out to figure that out.
Hey everybody, I'm Cam,
And I'm Joe.
and we're here in Ledges today, and we're gonna go see how well the roommates know each other here. What is your roommate's middle name?
We just talked about this.
How far off was she?
Marie.
Start with an L. Yes. No, I think it's Lorraine, but it's not.
What is it?
It's Louise.
That is your mom's name. You don't know me at all. Marie. Yes. Ah! Okay.
That was impressive.
Marie.
What is your roommate's worst fear?
Oh jeez, I don't even know. She has so many. Well, she hates spiders. Is that right? She won. Yeah.
Dying.
How close is she?
That is it. Dying.
Okay.
Spiders.
How close is she?
She's very close.
Birds. Birds.
Messes.
Messes. I'd say needles.
Needle. Close. Lawnmowers, probably.
I do the same.
Is that true?
I guess. I mean, I lost a total lawnmower.
What is your roommate watching on Netflix right now?
Well, there's many. Just pick one.
Yeah, pick one.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy.
Yep, she's right. Yep.
What is the color of your roommate's toothbrush?
Pink.
No, it's purple. I think it's purple.
Blue. No, it's pink. I think it's pink, actually.
Purple? White? Red?
Blue.
Oh.
A little bit close.
I want to say it's purple, but
Close. That's close.
Red?
How far off was she?
It's white.
So, little known fact, Joe and I are actually roommates. So we're gonna try this test out on ourselves.
So, Cam, what is my favorite show on Netflix right now?
That's a tough one. I'd have to say either New Girl or Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. Joe, what is my biggest fear?
Your biggest fear would probably have to be commitment.
Back to you guys in the piazza.
I guess so. All right, thanks, Cam and Joe. So, moving on. It was April Fool's Day on Friday.
It was.
Did you pull any pranks on anybody, Kara?
No, I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah. Same. I don't have the patience for that stuff. But
Like, it's a lot of planning involved.
yeah, and Google clearly planned something very wrong because they
Yeah.
did something for April Fool's Day.
They did their best, and it did not work out.
No. So what happened was, I don't know if anyone happened to use Gmail on Friday. I did not. But next to the send button, where there's usually a send and archive button on your email, they did this little send button with a mic drop graphic on it, right?
Right.
So if you happen to click that button with an email a Minion GIF with dropping a mic would end up in all of your emails. So this went terribly wrong for some people.
Yeah.
There was a writer who was on deadline, and he sent it to his editor, and she never answered him, and he woke up to an angry email. There were people, in contact with HR for companies that wanted to hire them for a while, and they sent like this mic drop email, and they didn't get hired. And then there was I saw one email that he's like, oh, sorry about, the death of your daughter. Let me help you with funeral arrangements. And there's just a Minion mic drop on the top. So what did you think of this?
It turns any serious email that you're sending into a huge joke. And I don't know about you, but I'm not often sending joke emails.
Well, do you think people should have gotten fired over this? Because if Gmail, literally they dropped it after 12 hours, it was live and they had to stop it. But it's should people actually get fired if it was really kind of against their, they didn't know this was happening?
It's true. If they didn't know that was happening, then obviously they should not be getting, fired or being not considered for jobs because, Google decided to implement a big joke on everybody.
Yeah, but that happened to some people, and some people are out of jobs now, and I think that's terrible. And they said in the apology, it was sorry for the glitch, due to a glitch. It's no, this wasn't
really due to a glitch.
You literally put all this planning into this on Friday and messed people's lives up.
It was a glitch in their thinking.
I personally don't even like Minions that much. What do you think of the Minions?
To be fair, I enjoyed the Minions, and then after the Minions movie, it was way too much.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got their own movie, to be honest.
I know. They were a side character that was great in the background, and then they gave them their own movie, and it was terrible.
That's when it goes wrong.
Mm-hmm. You can't have too much of a good thing.
Yeah, the sequels, one of them. People don't think of their own original ideas for movies anymore. It's always sequels.
It's all sequels and remakes.
But Gmail
Welcome to Hollywood culture today.
Seriously. But Gmail really should have thought about this.
Oh my gosh,
this one
absolutely.
Through. I personally didn't even know there was a send and archive button.
I did not either.
I just thought there was a send button. I really don't know how people accidentally send something. But now
it makes sense that you would be able to save your emails if it's an important email, which makes it even worse that that was the button that got changed.
Yeah, I want to save this because it's important,
right.
And yet I'm going to put this Minion on there for you.
I know.
Come on, Gmail. Figure it out next year.
Hopefully they will. Anyways, we'll be right back.
This week's trending topic is #that. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me.
Well, 7 of me then.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to toss it over to Erica with some health news.
Thanks, guys. Erica Bloomberg here with the latest health news. Researchers have recently discovered the gene responsible for a rare genetic disorder. This disorder is known as X-linked reticulate pigmentoid disorder with systemic manifestations, or XLPDR for short. This disorder is so rare that only 18 cases of it are known worldwide. Misdiagnosis of this disease is common, as its symptoms include an oversensitivity to light and an inability to control one's body temperature. The finding of the gene responsible, a mutation on the POLA1 gene, is expected to help correctly diagnose this disorder in the future. There is currently no cure for this, as it is a genetic disorder. One can only treat the symptoms. In Sacramento, 6 deaths and 28 overdoses of opioid have been reported, 12 of which occurred over a 48-hour time frame. Those who have overdosed thought they were taking the pain reliever Norco. However, these people received the pill from either strangers on the street or from friends and family. These pills are counterfeit street drugs that have been mislabeled concerning how potent they are. It turns out that these pills contain fentanyl, an opiate that is hundreds of times more potent than heroin. On a lighter note, the World Health Organization has announced that Ebola is no longer a World Health emergency. Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea have all met the criteria set forth to interrupt Ebola transmission. Although transmission is still occurring in Guinea, it is being contained and has a low risk of spreading any further than it has. A total of 11,320 people have died at the hands of this disease, and I'm sure everyone is thankful that it's almost over. That's all I have for you today. Stay healthy and back to you guys in the piazza.
All right, thank you, Erica. So now we're moving on to a topic that we're both really excited about.
We really are.
So some places, like hotels in Japan and in Belgium apparently, have hotels staffed by robots. So whether they check you in at the concierge desk or they have like robots taking your luggage to your room or giving you tours. So that's just creepy.
Yeah, it really makes me feel uneasy.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Apparently they surveyed people and only like 20% of people thought, like, or over 60 said that they would be uncomfortable with robots like helping them out in a hotel.
Technology is just moving too quickly for me, I think.
First of all, hotels is all like, they're all like just staff. It's all about helping you and customer service and people. And I feel like if you have robots, one, you're gonna lose your job, and two, it's just not gonna be very personal. It's just, I think it's weird. Like,
there's a lot of human thought that goes into the hotel business.
Yeah,
should I go into that room or not go into that room right now?
Just machines are taking over in so many unnecessary ways.
Yeah.
You know, just, I think though my biggest fear has to be driverless cars.
Yeah, that terrifies me to no
literally
end.
had a nightmare when I was little that has stuck with me to this day about it because I was so terrified. I woke up and I'm like, no way that's ever gonna happen, and now it's a thing.
You know what I can't even handle? I get into my car and my phone will tell me how long it's gonna take me to get to where I'm going. I didn't tell it where I was going. It just knows. It's like 7 minutes to home, and I'm like,
yeah.
How did you know that's where I was going?
No, Google Maps just compiles everywhere you've ever been and like assigns labels to it. Like,
it's terrifying.
I usually assign my home a label, so it's easy. I have to put it in every time.
Right.
But like somewhere else I go a lot, like Ray and Mike's, it's like, you're at work. I'm like, no,
I don't
I'm not.
work at Ray and Mike's. I'm just I'm just a really popular customer here.
I don't know. Plus, some of these robots in the hotels, so you know, they look like humans, which that's really creepy to me.
They just made that robot in Japan again. The one that see the one that had feelings?
No.
It like looks like a human being, and it's supposed to have emotion.
See, okay, this is just going too far.
It can go rogue. It's gonna destroy us all, Kelly.
The core
swear to
of
God.
humanity is speaking to one another. It's talking. It's feeling.
Yeah.
Now we can't let machines feel. What are we gonna do now? We're not necessary.
The machines, they're taking over.
What is this, like iRobot? We're gonna be living in iRobot one day.
I know. We were just talking about how Robot Hotel would make a great movie.
Yeah, like a horror movie. Stay this
Check
summer.
into the Robot Hotel.
This summer.
In a world, which is actually our world.
Yeah, no, I would have to recommend, please don't bring any robot hotels to America. I don't want them. I will not stay in them.
I also will not.
Nope.
Well, while we, Karen Fear, will let everyone have a lovely day because it's time for us to wrap it up.
Yeah, so be sure to follow us on Q30television.com, Q30 Television on Instagram, and now we have a Snapchat, Kara.
We do, and
Q30
it's exciting.
Television. Kara and I are the first ones to do a little tease of the show, so check that out. And everybody should have a lovely snow-filled day.
Yeah, have a lovely snowy April, everyone.
Bye.